Hello everyone, this is my CMS Speech 2 called A Legacy of Magic and Empowerment. Hello everyone, today I'm going to take you on a journey through the enchanting world of Disney princesses. These beloved characters have captured the hearts of generations, but their origins and evolution are just as magical as the stories they tell. From their humble beginnings to the iconic figures we know today, Disney princesses have gone through significant changes that reflect both societal shifts and advancements in animation. This speech will explore the history of Disney princesses, their evolving characteristics, and the impact that they've had on pop culture. The idea of the Disney Princess franchise began in 1937 with the release of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It was the first ever feature-length animated film. Snow White wasn't just a princess. She was a character who became the face of a new era of animation and storytelling. As the first Disney princess, Snow White was created not just to entertain, but to embody the ideals of kindness, beauty, and innocence, all of which would later become hallmarks of the Disney Princess brand. According to Time magazine, Snow White's success marked the beginning of Disney's dominance in the animation industry and laid the foundation for the franchise that would follow. In the years that followed, Disney introduced a new princess with each film, starting with Cinderella in 1950, followed by Aurora in Sleeping Beauty in 1959, and Ariel in The Little Mermaid in 1989. Each princess reflected the cultural ideas of the time, but it was Ariel's introduction that marked a significant turning point. She was one of the first Disney princesses to break from traditional molds. Ariel was curious, independent, and willing to sacrifice everything for a dream. She was a new kind of heroine. As the Washington Post explains, Ariel's rebelliousness and desire for independence were a break from the conventional damsels of distress who populated earlier Disney films. The Disney Princess brand as we know it today began to take shape in the 1990s with films like Beauty and the Beast released in 1991, featuring Belle, and Aladdin released in 1992, featuring Jasmine. These princesses were not just passive figures waiting to be saved. They were active participants in their own stories. Belle, for instance, is a bookish and intellectual young woman who values kindness, intelligence, and the importance of looking beyond the surfaces. She became a role model for young girls, showing that beauty is not only about looks, but also about inner strength and intelligence. In 2000, Disney officially launched the Disney Princess franchise, which included a more formalized branding and marketing strategy for these characters. The franchise's expansion brought together princesses from different cultural backgrounds, beginning with Mulan, who defied traditional gender roles by becoming a warrior to save her father. According to the New York Times, Mulan's introduction was part of Disney's effort to diversify its characters and reach a broader audience, offering young viewers a heroine who was brave, strong, and willing to challenge societal expectations. In the 21st century, Disney's princesses have continued to evolve, reflecting the changing roles of women in society and offering new perspectives on what it means to be a hero. In 2013, Frozen introduced Elsa and Anna, two characters who embody themes of self-empowerment, sisterhood, and the importance of being true to oneself. Elsa, in particular, broke away from the classic mold by becoming a queen in her own right, challenging the traditional narrative that a princess had to marry a prince to secure her future. As Forbes explains, Elsa was a symbol of the shift towards more complex, relatable, and empowered characters in Disney's lineup. Frozen's success was driven by Elsa's iconic song, Let It Go, which was a testament to how Disney had updated its princess mythology to reflect contemporary values of autonomy and self-acceptance. In 2023, the latest princess, Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon, brought even more innovation to the franchise. Unlike earlier princesses, Raya is a fierce, independent warrior who puts the welfare of her people above all else, further breaking away from the stereotype of a passive princess. The history of Disney princesses is one of transformation. What began as a collection of fairy tale heroines has evolved into a diverse and dynamic group of characters. They reflect their growing desires for stories of female empowerment, diversity, and strength. As Disney continues to introduce new princesses and redefine what it means to be a princess, the brand remains an enduring symbol for imagination and inspiration. In conclusion, the Disney Princesses franchise has not only shaped the childhoods of millions of young girls, but has also influenced broader cultural conversations about gender roles, identity, and representation. From Snow White's innocence to Ariel's independence, Disney Princesses remind us that everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, can be a hero in their own story.